welcome to Class Notes. Tonight, we're looking at Omote Gyakus with counters on the ground. Hi, I'm Mark White, owner of Discovery Martial Arts. These Class Notes videos were originally started as a reference library for our students. For people who couldn't make class or needed to remember what we did in class. Sometimes written notes are very hard to transcribe later on in real life, so we started doing these videos as a reference for them. Over time, we realized that more people were watching the videos than we actually had students. And so we kind of thought that maybe we were helping the greater good of the art, hopefully. So we've kept doing them, trying to get better and better and better over the years. If you could help us in that endeavor, if you would subscribe to our channel, that would help us a lot. The YouTube guys really like to see that. And also, if you have any suggestions for videos or classes you want us to do in the future, drop it in our comments. We're more than happy to do something, either a specific topic or our take on something. We'd love to do that. Tonight specifically, as we're looking at our ground phase and we're looking at bringing Omote Gyaku from Mikihon Happo and how you can actually use that as a very effective ground defense. We also decided to kick it up a notch too and actually saw, well, how do you counter somebody doing Omote Gyaku on the ground to you with potentially another Omote Gyaku. So it was an incredibly fun class. Hope you enjoy the video. Remember, like and subscribe, and see you on the mat.
So I have my attacker, Heidi, coming in. She's looking mean. She's trying to hurt back because I know she's going to punch me. She's coming with that right punch. Yeah, punch is coming in. You guys have shifted out. Now, one of the things I'll see happen is I'll see things get a little bit loose. And what I mean by that is I'll see kind of hands move independently. While I'm moving independently. This is now kind of way over here, and now my legs are going. And I might be able to get my partner, but I think that we could do this a little more sharply. So what I'm going to ask you all to work on here, particularly if you have a darker belt, is as this is rolling over, you're getting up to the other side. This is still at tension. I still have tension. I'm starting to feel tight. By the time I roll over, my partner should be going if I have my positioning correct. Part of that means I'm sort of stretching them out a little bit as we're going. That way they're not like kind of on balance and I have to power through. I get down here and they're already going. Does that make sense to everybody? You see that difference? Yes, sir. Oh, gosh, thank you. One of the things about sort of moving through positions like this, like say you're stretching out this Omote. Over here we're playing and actually using this to take position. I've got my partner. Anik's nice and skilled. She can move pretty well. So going through here, and what happens is folks will start to kind of like lose this. They'll come up. You can already see Anik's kind of coming around with this, and then I have to switch my plans to go to Yaku. What I'd like us to think about, if you're working on this variation, is as we're going through, we're gonna I might pin my partner's arm with my knee. I'm gonna try not to crush a knee. But as we're coming up and over and around, she has a little bit of space, but how much space do you really feel like you got?
Not much. I mean, I have like this, but that doesn't affect you in any way.
This here?
Much more space.
Yeah, you can see the difference there, right? That's kind of what you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. So if I've got my partner here, at any point I wanted, I could step this leg up and over. I'm not gonna fully do this, but imagine this were to continue rotating. I'm not trying to necessarily break the arm on my leg. Snap. And that's where we're not going to that point today, but I want you to think about maybe applying this as a wind as opposed to getting straight up and losing a rotational component. Does that make sense?
Wondering if I'm feeling lazy with Paul punches me. I don't know why, but I'm going over to here. He's throwing that punch. Oh, jeez, I get that stretch out, but I realize as this is going, I'm not going to go over. So I turn here. And so now I can come right into that arm bar hit or arm bar from that area. It's trying to be easier. Let's do it again. So Paul comes in, he throws that punch here. As this is going out and I'm turning and he's going over, I'm just going to align myself perpendicular to him. Here. And now, have the arm bar. Okay.
This is because you're losing the Omote, or because...
No, I just followed it around differently. I slipped.
Because it just feels better.
Just the way that it felt.
What if they're tall and you have an arm and that thing still flexes?
Yeah.
Which cuts off your angle, cuts off your ability to spin on top. So instead you can just shift your hips through, create a new line, sit up, grab that arm bar and take it.
Yep. I'm coming after her. She's pulled this off. She's trying to take me over. I'm just gonna chase right after her to prevent her from doing that. I now have this hand. I'm gonna shift back over. And now I can peel this and get a nice shot in this way. Okay, and I got all this crunch to put into here also. Okay, so all I'm doing differently is as this is happening, she goes to pull this over. I'm just going to shoot right up with her. So she goes over, I'm just gonna follow it. And this hand will capture here to try to trap and save my hand. Now I'm going to go over her shoulder. Get in this way. So now I have the Omote on this hand to loosen this hand up now. Punch. Okay. It'll be easy. You guys will figure it out, no problem. So we're doing a stand-up counter to the Omote Gyaku, but we're doing it on the ground. So this is a little demonstrate what we're.
Oh, Mr. Heidi, Miss Heidi, I just had you. Mr. Heidi, here we go. So I'm coming in as the attacker. Heidi's moving outside. She's working to capture this Omote right here. Good, freeze, right there, that's perfect. We rewind. As she's coming through with this, I'm advancing to kind of help save my own hand. And you can see I've covered my partner's hand here. So I have kind of my own little escape there for a moment. And now I can bring this back for striking. That's the stand-up equivalent to what we're working with on the ground. Does anybody see that again? Maybe a different angle?
Do you want to practice standing up for a second just so you can then translate it better down to the ground?
Yes.
That might be helpful.
Let's do that.
Let's thank you, man. Let's do this one more time. Just a different attacker. So I'm gonna be that guy. So he's coming in. As this is going in, I'm sort of stepping with it, capturing his wrist as well. From here, we have our own takedown right there. And then we're...
And even if his hand doesn't come out of Kyle's hands, you notice that the elbow is right there. Which is the same thing on the ground. That elbow is right there. He flips it back around, watch.
He's still got my hand.
Yeah.
But I have his hand and a little bit of control over the situation now. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no way in hell if I'm gonna fall, he takes my hand, goes over there. I counter that I'm gonna take all this and just go, yeah! And push him over there. It's never gonna happen. Never. So this now, as he takes this over, and I've created a fulcrum right here. This. I'm gonna leave this here. All right? I'm gonna pick my elbow up and I'm just gonna raise myself differently to the fulcrum. All right? I'm not trying to move the fulcrum. I can't. There's no way. So please, just like all the stuff we're doing on the ground, move your body into position. Don't try to take the hands over. It won't work. Get your body in the box. Put your body on the other side of that. Leave that right there. Okay? Go ahead.
I've got my partner, Mr. Ryder, here. And, tall guy. I might have a little bit of tough time maybe getting the kind of base I want, but we're going through. He's starting this, we've advanced. Cover. I'm not even necessarily going for Omote right here. I'm covering, sinking on this, like I'm gonna kind of shoot my bum back to my ankles as I pull my own hand out. And then we have a nice counter punch right there. So this is sort of interrupting the process. Someone's taking this Omote, coming in, cover, pull, shot, shot, shot. Shot. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Would you like to see that, or are you good with that?
I think I'm getting the concept of this one.
All right, have fun.
Where we have that guard break, the elbow. Pretty great position for that too. Just the base ones. Here, he's in that, yeah, you're putting it on me. Yeah, drop that, that's. Yeah. Right? So even if I don't get this pulled out, I have that really, start flipping up here and start going at it. All right? If he doesn't want to lift up, that's fine. I still have that elbow here trapped, pulled. Oh, didn't go up. He's got grace. Oh, fine. Nope. Sooner or later, he's going to realize that grip isn't really working for him. All right, we have all those shots, all those other things that we can do. All right, so see if when you're going through, we can get into there. Some good reactions.
Hope you liked the video. Check out the one we did a couple weeks ago when we looked at Onikadaki on the ground. That was an amazing time. Thank you again. See you on the mat.